So it's a beautiful day. So I thought that instead of sitting in my stuffy office to talk about this, which totally has everything to do with this video, that I would come out here on my porch swing, and we'd just chat. So something has been weighing heavy on my noggin recently, and that is the fact that my channel grows the most, and you guys have the most awesomeness to say about the channel when I am not just like spitting facts at you and sitting in like a stuffy office. And some of my most well-received videos have been videos where I'm not really teaching you these technical 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 type things, and I'm more so just talking to you like a friend and letting the lesson kind of come out of that, like whatever that is. And honestly, I'm just really tired of having to fit in a bucket to only be able to talk about one certain thing or this group of things. And I get really inspired seeing people like Peter McKinnon be able to like weave his personal life into the like things he wants to teach you and the things he wants to show you and all of that good stuff. And so that's something I really want to work towards. I really want to work towards being more of a personal brand, which I have always been, by the way. And if you're creating any type of content on the internet with your face, you're a personal brand too. But really embracing that, like feeling like that is where I fit and that is okay and that is good enough, versus having to feel like all I'm ever doing is, you know, again, sitting in my office and like educating. And not that there's anything wrong with that, nor is that going to go away. But I just wanted to have this chat with you. I want to talk about what being a personal brand looks like, what it means, what it could look like for you, what it doesn't have to look like. I just kind of want to like, you know, unbox it, if you will, out here on my porch. It's not super windy, so I hope the audio is okay. I didn't want to wear my lapel thingy because it is hot and it sticks to me when I'm sweaty, and that's gross. So yeah. Oh, and before we really get into this like juicy little thing we're going to talk about, this video is sponsored by ClickUp. If you are looking for a project management tool that is going to check off all the boxes, I promise you ClickUp is the one. Recently, somebody that I'm friends with on Facebook asked about project management tools, and he then asked about ClickUp, and I couldn't have run to the comments faster to be like, you will never regret signing up for ClickUp. It is spectacular and magical and all the things. What's about ClickUp is the bajillion integrations that they have. They have a ton of native integrations like GitHub and Slack and Google Drive and Dropbox and Google Calendar, YouTube, Zoom, Chrome, literally so many integrations just built into ClickUp. And they have a ton of other integrations that you can use with Zapier. And there are a ton of Chrome extensions that are available for ClickUp. One of my personal favorite integrations is the Google Chrome extension for ClickUp, which integrates into Gmail and just Chrome in general. So we use it a ton with email, because this little button will show up right underneath the subject line or whatever on the email. And if you click it, you can actually export this email into a task in our ClickUp folder. This helps us a ton with getting approval from me for sponsorships or things like that, so that I don't have to dig through the inbox. But in addition to that, anytime I'm anywhere on Google Chrome, there is this little button over here that looks like a ClickUp logo. When I hover over it, I can bookmark the page to a task in ClickUp. I can screen record or take a screenshot to attach to a task in ClickUp. I can track my time based on a task in ClickUp, or I can create a new task. So if I'm on this page and I want to create a new task or attach this to a task I already have, I can just hover over this, hit bookmark this page. I can add it to an existing task. I can, include a screenshot. I can add the URL automatically. All the things. It is a really, really awesome plugin and integration that I couldn't live without. So if you want to sign up for ClickUp, check out the link below in the description, and let's get into the video. Okay, so I'm out here filming, trying to talk to you about this, and this is kind of the kind of stuff I want to talk about, but Jonathan's been in the garden. Say hi. And then Darla came up here. Look at this. Darla, what are you? Darla. Why? Where have you been?
I love you, but no.
Darla, where have you been?
You smell terrible.
Oh gosh, she does stink. What you doing? Stronger, better?
Been working.
Working?
Working.
Working like a dog?
No, that's how a dog works. They lay around chew on things.
Or like that. What in the world, Darla? I was just telling my husband, the point of the video is, and he said, about not trying so hard, and I was like, yes. And he said, Dale doesn't try very hard. He just lets it happen. And he's talking about Dale Brisby. I've mentioned Dale Brisby on this channel before. If you are not following him / subscribe to him on YouTube, you are missing out. It's such a good channel. And he is like the perfect example of a personal brand, except for the fact that his real name isn't actually Dale Brisby. So he's kind of a character. I'm not giving it away.
You just gave it away.
No, that's not his real name though. It's really not.
Well, don't tell his real name.
I'm not gonna tell his
Jeez, Jessica.
I'm not gonna tell his real name. Okay, so like I was saying, I'm just tired of having to like talk about one thing all the time, or it only be one thing ever, you know, and not being able to like show y'all more of my personality. Listen, I've never been bad at showing y'all my personality. That's always been something that people are always like, oh my gosh, you're exactly the same on video as you are in person. And I've really prided myself on it. I've never been like too stiff or stuffy or whatever. But like getting out of my office when I can to film, incorporating more like vlog footage, honestly, into my videos. Peter McKinnon, using him as an example, just recently did a video where, and he does this all the time. This is like not weird or abnormal. And I hope I'm not making y'all sick swinging on this bed swing. But he just recently did a video where he collaborated with Short Stash, who is a photographer. And the title of the video was something like, you know, can you still grow on Instagram featuring Short Stash or whatever. And honestly, most of the video was like vlog footage of an adventure they were on. And while they were on that adventure, he filmed the part of the video that you clicked for, right? And I watched every second of it. And the thing about Peter McKinnon's videos is they could literally be about nothing that I care about, like literally nothing that I care about, and I would watch them because they're so good. He puts together a story so well, and he's definitely not the only example of this, but I feel like he's a good example for me to be like, I love the way that he vlogs and like incorporates the things he's doing with also teaching and having a point to the video. Because here's the thing, I don't love to vlog because a lot of times I feel like there's no point. Like there's nothing, like what was the point of this? Like, you know, I did the things and you saw me do the things and like, that's it, right? Whereas like with sit down talking head videos, there's like a point to the video. And so vlogging for me can be hard because I don't understand the point a lot of times. My husband just started the tractor while I'm filming. Thanks, Jonathan. But I really like the idea of being able to kind of do both in one video, in one channel, in one format. I think like the most important part about being a personal brand is that it's you. You're the brand. And your life is the brand, and your personality is the brand, and the way you speak and the way you dictate things is the brand, versus having to maintain like a brand image or a brand voice or whatever all the time. He really had to start his tractor while I was filming. Anywho's. And I think I've always struggled with the people who are just like lifestyle brands or personal brands because, I don't know, it's always felt boring to me. And I struggle with, you know, loving to create content, but also having to fit in a box. And so it's been a constant like headbutting of things for me because I don't really know where I want to fit in this space or in the content creation world or whatever we're talking about. But I can tell you that I am ready to just embrace my personal brand. Like, not stop teaching you, not stop bringing you advice and you know, the things, but embrace the fact that it doesn't have to be like everybody else's, or the fact that it doesn't have to be in my office, or, you know, just this like standard way to create content. It can be whatever I want it to be, you know? And it doesn't mean I'm gonna try and be Peter McKinnon because homeboy has more skills in his left pinky than I have in my entire body. But just really like drawing inspiration from the fact that that's how he does this, and then that has grown his channel and his brand massively, is huge. Okay, so speaking of personal brands, I think the part where most people go wrong with embracing a personal brand or being a personal brand when it has to do with business or things that they're selling or whatever, is that they forget that there's still an ideal watcher, there's still an ideal viewer, there's still an ideal customer, right? Like, that's wanting to watch you. Like, even a lifestyle brand, generally their ideal viewer are the people just like them, or people who like to live life through their eyes because maybe they have a very different life. And so there's always like a certain person who's going to want to watch your videos, who's going to want to learn from you, who is going to want to, you know, like be right there with you as you do the thing. And I think a lot of times people get into being a personal brand and then they forget that there's still like an ideal person. Bless you, Darla. An ideal person behind the screen, behind the video, like beyond the lens, you know? I think that's where a lot of personal brands like fail, is, or personal like people, or people who try and make a shift from not being a personal brand to being a personal brand or whatever, is that they forget, or they don't like think about the person behind the camera, the person behind, like in front of the video that's going to want to watch, and they just only make it about themselves only. And honestly, that's a little weird, right? To just like want to only create content about you just for the sake of creating content about you, right? So it's a fine dance, and it's one that I am like on the journey to figure out, but I know my people. Like, I know who you are. I know that you are content creators, or creators for short, right? I know that you are people who want to make money from your content, whether you have a business and you want to create content to sell in that business, or you want to create content on the internet like this. You want to create YouTube videos, you want to be on TikTok, Instagram, whatever, and be a creator and use that to make money. You're people like me, because that's what I want to do. That's what I do. That's what I love to do. And and it can be a little weird, right, to be a creator. Like, it can be a little strange because people don't understand it, you know? People just think you're putting videos up on the internet all the time, and like, that's the end of it. Or you're making funny TikToks, or whatever the scenario is. So it can be like a little strange, but at the same time, it's like, it's a very, very, very valid, common business now. And yes, that is our garage, still not finished and painted to match my house. If you hang out with me on Instagram, you know that story. It's weird for me to do what I do and live where I live and live on a farm, and like all of that is who I am and also interesting, and I need to incorporate that more. I need to show y'all more of like what all of this looks like. And by the way, don't worry, it's not going to turn into like a farming channel or anything, because I'm not the one who farms. That would be that man back there somewhere. I just live here, you know? I just hang out here. I just occupy the farm. But like bringing y'all along for things in my real life, and somehow being able to like weave that into the things I was already planning to teach anyway. That's the goal here. That's the goal of a personal brand for me. And y'all have seen the video on my channel where I said like, peace out Instagram, because I'm so overplaying their game. And I think that has been a really like big push for me to like go towards it, because I follow a ton of YouTubers in this space, like in the creator space. And we'll say Peter McKinnon, Maddie Hapoya, Becky and Chris, Sarah Dietschy, Chris Howe, and Lizzie Pierce. And all of their Instagrams are basically personal. Like, all of their Instagrams are not like, here's like a carousel of, you know, showing you 4 ways to do X, Y, or Z. Occasionally those kind of things are in there, but for the most part, they embrace that they are the person behind the brand, and their Instagram is going to show what is going on in their life. And I want to get back to that. I want to get back to that here. I want to get back to that on Instagram. And I'm really excited. And honestly, I wanted to do this video because I think that a lot of us struggle with this. And I felt like it might be good for you to kind of see what's going on in my head. And, you know, really understand that, like, we all kind of struggle with this, and that we're all constantly in this, like, you know, place where, you know, maybe the business side and the creator side are like fighting, and that's okay. What I have seen is that it's not sustainable to be on YouTube and to be a creator at the caliber that I have been / will be, and literally only ever spit tutorials. I think that's actually why my channel started to die last year. It was just stale. You know, I wasn't doing anything that made y'all want to come back and watch every week. And that's the goal, is like making you want to come back and watch every video, even if maybe the topic is not exactly what you would want, you know, you need or whatever. And I recently had a conversation with another creator here on the platform who is having that same situation happen. I mentioned that in my, like, this one thing changed my YouTube channel situation, but I've talked to her, and she's having a similar thing happen to what I did last year, where her channel is dying and she doesn't know what's going on, and it's very tutorial based. And I truly think that, like, that's not sustainable. That doesn't have a longevity to it. And I've even changed, like, my YouTube Rockstars course to reflect that. I don't think that's a good idea. And there's some people out here who are trying to just gain leads and, like, do the business thing, which is how I started. But that's not sustainable, and it's not going to be something that can, like, grow with you. You know what I mean? So I guess that's it. I am actually filming this quite a bit ahead of time, because while you're watching this, I am on a family trip out west. Now he's, what are you doing? He's just putting a tire back on the trailer while I'm trying to film. It's fine. Anywho, what I was saying was, I'm filming this way ahead of time because right now, as you're watching this, I am actually traveling with my family, with my husband's, like, side of the family. We are on a road trip out west. So if you want to follow along with that, make sure you are hanging out with me on the gram, and stay tuned, because I definitely want to, like, incorporate some vlogs from my trip. That's the goal. I feel like this is going to be like a good warming up to what I'm trying to do challenge for myself. Okay, so definitely stay tuned, because there's definitely, like, vlog style things from the trip, but also good content coming soon. And the next video that you will see on the channel is one where I'm going to sit down and chat about what I do, how I prepare, how I do the things to be able to take time off from content creation but still have my brand, like, keep rolling, or to be able to take the entire summer off, really, from work. I do it every year. Every summer I really slow down and I don't do a lot, and that's because my kids are home, and because we have stuff to do in the summer. You know, we have pools to visit and places to go, and this summer we have, like, middle school things to prepare for, because my oldest is going into middle school. So anyway, whether you're trying to, like, prep for a trip, or prepare to take a summer off, or prepare for, like, maternity leave, or whatever the scenario is, I've got a fun video coming for you soon with how I prepare, how I plan, why I do it, like, what's up, blah, 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 all the things. And so it's gonna be fun. So stay tuned, come back. This is like Jessica's channel 4.0. I can't even say 2.0, because I feel like I've changed the channel so much, and I as a person and a creator have changed so much. And yeah. Oh, and if you're the dude who told me that I shouldn't ever wear my sunglasses in a video because people won't watch, hope you enjoyed this one. Bye.